Another shipment arrives from the farms. Chilled papayas kept at a stable temperature, ready to enter the factory's inspection line.
Each crate arrives temperature stabilized. The papayas kept cool from farm to factory, ensuring the flesh stays firm and ready for processing. The hydraulic lift sets each crate down with controlled precision, transferring the papayas smoothly onto the conveyor for their first stage of inspection. Every surface is analyzed with precision. Color, texture, and ripeness measured by high-resolution optical sensors and calibrated cameras. A soft, padded thump marks each arrival, the fruit transitioning carefully from farm hands to factory precision. Under the inspection light, experienced hands read the papaya's surface, detecting subtle ripeness marks and tenderness. Papayas that fall outside the quality range, overripe, bruised, or misshaped, are separated for secondary use.
Each papaya is measured with calibrated precision, its weight and density quietly directing it toward the
A coordinated line of fruit moves forward, each belt guiding fresh papaya through its purpose, the factory breathing in quiet harmony.
The stem reveals the fruit's condition, firmness, surface integrity, and readiness for processing.
A light sanitizing rinse coats the papayas, removing field dust and preparing each fruit for safe processing.
Only the finest papayas move forward, entering the controlled processing line, where their transformation truly begins. Here is where the journey truly begins. Fresh papayas arriving straight from the farm, meeting the precision, and now the fruit enters a controlled hygiene tunnel, a clean zone where filtered air prepares each papaya for the next processing step.
Here, the journey truly begins. Fresh papayas arrive from the farms, carrying the warmth of the harvest. And now, the papaya enters its true transformation zone, where fresh fruit begins its journey toward the desserts we enjoy.
Soft, food-grade brushes rotate in synchronized motion, lifting field dust and residue from every papaya, cleaning the skin without bruising the delicate flesh beneath.
Chilled industrial wash jets sweep across each papaya, removing field dust and residue gathered during harvest. Clean rinse water travels across the papaya's natural surface, confirming the wash cycle has removed dust and field residues.
Guiding rails settle the fruit into place, and size sensors quietly calculate the safest cutting angle.
With slow, even pressure, the blade moves forward in one straight motion, marking the surface first. Then black seeds cascade into the collection tray, set aside for drying and flavor extraction used in dessert processing. An automated scraper sweeps through the fruit's center, its calibrated arc removing every seed cluster with clean, measured precision.
Carefully, the thin outer skin is removed, leaving the fresh papaya flesh clean and smooth.
Each fruit is checked for the perfect firmness, soft enough for dessert processing, yet strong enough to hold its shape. With the outer layers removed, the papaya enters its controlled cooling line, stabilizing its texture before refinement begins. Here, a vibrating mesh filter refines the pulp, separating the last delicate fibers so only smooth papaya passes through. Freshness is verified here, not only by its vibrant color, but by the natural moisture and firmness that the pulp holds after extraction. The conveyor hums gently, moving each papaya toward its next stage of transformation. This steady rhythm sanitation anchors the entire papaya line, every blade, every grate, every surface reset with precision before the next batch continues.
And now, the prepared fruit enters a controlled chamber, where its texture, purity, and freshness are stabilized before the next stage. The prepared fruit enters the transformation hall, where heat begins its quiet reshaping. Soft paddles stir the pulp, keeping every fiber intact as warmth spreads evenly. Feet lifts pockets of air to the surface, releasing the fruit's natural sweetness. Precision sensors guide the vat, 1 degree at a time. In the vacuum concentrator, air is gently removed, allowing the papaya puree to thicken at low temperature, keeping its
Thickness builds gently, The warm papaya pulp moves with a slow, natural weight, settling into a richer, smoother flow. Controlled dosing heads drop precise grams of cane sugar into the warm papaya mix, adjusting sweetness to factory standard levels for the final dessert base.
A thin vapor slips through the pressure vents, signaling the infusion cycle as temperature stabilizes inside the chamber.
Just a touch of concentrated papaya essence is infused back into the mix, deepening its natural aroma and sharpening the true fruit profile.
Cooling begins slowly. The vessel lowers the heat degree by degree, keeping
A controlled vibration spreads the papaya evenly, releasing the final pockets of trapped air before shaping begins.
Inside this tunnel, controlled heat forms a gentle protective layer, sealing the papaya dessert from air
And now, the papaya's journey shifts from pure transformation to careful construction.
Each portion settles with exact uniformity, measured to the gram, forming the perfect beginning of the papaya dessert. The mixture evens out on its own, forming a smooth, uniform surface as trapped air slowly escapes. The freshly shaped papaya desserts enter a chilled air tunnel, where controlled cold begins setting their smooth, natural form.
A controlled breath of cool air settles over the mixture, guiding it into a smooth, stable set.
Controlled pressure checks the firmness of each papaya dessert, a subtle test that sends gentle vibrations through the steel chamber.
Layer by layer, the chilled papaya molds rise upward, carried gently toward the next stage of final assembly.
Human hands guide the final check, ensuring every papaya dessert holds flawless shine, smooth surface, clean edges, and no trapped air beneath the glaze. A gentle warmth fills the hall as the papaya mixture begins its infusion stage. A warm fog drifts through the hall as the papaya mixture deepens in color, its aroma growing fuller and richer.
The glaze settles slowly, forming a clean, natural shine over the papaya base. Smooth yet...
The glaze settles slowly, forming a clean, natural shine over the papaya base.
Each papaya portion settles into perfect alignment, guided by light, motion, and precision, moving together as one seamless flow.
A calibrated shaping plate settles gently on the surface, smoothing every edge, ensuring each papaya dessert.
Each papaya portion settles into the chill of food-grade steel, allowing the dessert to firm naturally as cool air glides across its surface.
From careful preparation to precise forming, the papaya dessert now enters quality control, where
In the finishing hall of this modern papaya facility, clarity is essential. Every beam of light, trained eyes glide over every papaya portion, searching for the smallest imperfection, in a process both calm and meticulously precise.
every surface must meet a quiet standard, smooth, even, and true to the fruit's natural texture.
A controlled breath of purified air glides across the papaya desert, lifting away invisible particles and polishing the surface. A gentle compression test confirms the dessert's perfect softness, firm enough to hold its shape, yet tender enough to melt effortlessly. Inside this sanitation tunnel, UVC light sweeps gently across the surface, neutralizing microscopic contaminants without touching flavor or texture.
Each papaya dessert moves through a finely tuned metal detection gate, ensuring the product remains pure, clean, and completely safe.
The brand seal is pressed into place, calm, precise, and consistent, representing the craft behind every papaya dessert.
Quality is confirmed through method, measured movements shaped by expertise, not gestures.
Any piece that falls short of perfect shape is redirected with care, softened, reprocessed, or returned to nature.
Only the perfectly crafted papaya desserts move ahead, entering the final stage of their journey from farm to finished product. The factory's rhythm shifts, guiding the finished papaya desserts toward their final journey, from the heart of production to the world beyond.
As the doors open, the papaya desserts enter the final stage, a temperature-controlled corridor where they're prepared for safe packaging and transport.
A gentle heated press locks the freshness inside, creating a clean, airtight seal that protects the papaya dessert through every step of its journey.
Every papaya dessert is secured under a flawless seal, smooth, airtight, and perfectly bonded to protect its freshness.
Labels advance one by one, guided by cold steel rollers, each carrying the mark that identifies every papaya.
As the final products descend toward dispatch, the line guides each box with steady precision.
Each pack pauses for a heartbeat, its exact weight captured to the gram. Only perfectly balanced portions continue their journey forward.
In a single sweep, each box is logged, its identity secured in the factory's digital record. A precise rhythm builds the palette, each papaya dessert box set into place with quiet mechanical intent. Layer by layer, industrial film binds the papaya desserts into a single stable load, firm, clean, and protected for the journey ahead.
With a steady hydraulic lift, the finished papaya desserts rise from the factory floor. Beginning the morning light reaches the dispatch floor, revealing the final stage of the papaya's journey from farm to dessert.
पैलेट्स ट्रक में लोड किए जाते हैं और वर्कर डोर्स बंद करके लैच लॉक कर देता है। यहीं से पपाया का सफर फैक्ट्री से बाहर शुरू होता है।